Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a law of attraction manifestation hypnosis session to help a client that had a very profitable business, but that business was also a source of frustration and even resentment for them. And they wanted a future where they had more freedom and more happiness and more choices as to what to do with their time and their lifestyle fundamentally. So you're going to hear a hypnosis session that imagines letting go of all of these heavy emotions they've been holding on to through disassociating the emotions and having some creative way of letting go of them. And also there's a particular suggestion that makes it unlikely that these suggestions are going to come back. I use the phrase leech. And for a lot of people, they will imagine these slimy little creatures that feed on blood. These are kind of parasitic in many ways. So that creates a boundary, an emotional reaction of disgust linked to holding on to emotions that can give a feeling of significance and even a sense of sympathy for themselves, that they become a martyr sometimes by holding on to these things, but at the same time not optimal to hold those emotions if it's linked to the business that you're trying to sell. In fact, being enthusiastic and being proud and being motivated and being excited are way more useful in that particular context. So you're going to hear those elements going on, but also lots of suggestions that link to manifestation of imagining a outcome with a sense of certainty that something will happen. And there is even a number of 9 million, which is the value they wanted to get for their business at the point of sale. Now, some people think, should you be more realistic when you're manifesting things? And my answer to that is no. You want to be optimistic and you want to be thinking of things that create the most positive, powerful emotions. And for her, she had a dream, a thought of getting 9 million for her business. And therefore, that is the optimal amount to link into a suggestion of that's what she's going to get. Because to get 9 million for a business is probably going to unlock more of the resources than if you imagine selling it for 4 or 5 million. And it's the resources that are the key point of this hypnosis session. So if you have a business and you're thinking of selling it, I want you to think of whatever is the maximum probable price that you could get for that business, and then at least double or treble it, because that's going to give you more emotional resources to reach that sale. And it's highly likely that by having those resources attached to it and looking at problems in the business as an opportunity to fix them and make the business more valuable on this journey to selling it, increases the probability of getting this most desirable price anyway. There's a bit going on here. I appreciate that a lot of people aren't business owners and they don't have a business to sell, in which case you could listen to this purely from the perspective of letting go of disempowering emotions and manifesting a future that is desirable for you. So find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in, Breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just release any tension around your eyelids. And notice that with your eyes closed, you can focus more on the sound of my voice. And when you breathe in, choose to breathe in slightly deeper than you normally would. And as you exhale, just have a sense of letting go. In particular, let go of any frustrations, any resentment. That's it. I want you to feel that you're breathing in a wonderful feeling of resourcefulness and exhaling anything disempowering for you. Any feelings of expectations that aren't being met. Any feelings of injustice or a lack of fairness, just feel them melt away and leave your body in that outward breath. I want you to think of a recent memory, being in nature, surrounded by beautiful scenery. Remember how good it felt to connect with nature, of breathing in a feeling of fresh, clean air, and allow the rhythm of your breathing to match how it was back then. And just imagine you're holding 2 empty suitcases, one in each hand. Feel the lightness of the suitcases. And I want you to start to scan your body for any feelings of resentment. Maybe it has a location, your gut, your chest. And just decide to move that resentment from you into the cases, feeling them becoming heavier. Scan your body for any feelings of frustration. Sometimes frustration is in the jaw, in the chest, sometimes the shoulders, and just move it from you into the cases and they feel heavier. Scan your body for any feelings of injustice. Sometimes the anger that comes from breaking a spoken or unspoken rule. Anger is often in the heart, so just look for it there. Feel the sensation of that anger, the heaviness of it. Move it from you there into the bags, and the bags are feeling heavy now. Scan your body for any feelings of heaviness that comes from holding on to a role that is no longer desirable. The weight of feeling like you're walking through treacle. And notice just how heavy these bags are feeling. All that heaviness in you is now moving into the bags. These suitcases now are feeling like heavy, heavy suitcases. As you realize that for a long time now, you've been holding on to things that don't empower you, they disempower. That don't give you energy and vitality, they take it from you. These emotions have been leeches, and now these leeches are in the suitcases. And you will not voluntarily take them back. Feel the heaviness of these emotional leeches there in the suitcases. And when your unconscious mind is ready to let them go, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. I want you to imagine floating up in that place in nature and allow your imagination to take you to a volcano, an active volcano. And imagine the weight of these suitcases that you're carrying as you're flying through the air. And feel how good it would feel to drop these heavy emotions into an active volcano, seeing them disintegrate as they touch the heat of the lava, and then return back to that serene nature, up feeling lighter, feeling like batteries have been recharged, feeling with a new lease of life, and feeling that you now have one clear focus. That the business you're in, it is now your desire to pass the baton on to someone new. But I want you to picture a baton made of solid gold, a valuable baton. You've curated something valuable and profitable, and it's now your desire to pass the baton on to someone else so that your profits become their profits, that the things you've created have a new curator, a new owner. And I want you to imagine passing the baton on and seeing a number written on that gold baton. And the number is 9 million. They get the baton and you get 9 million. And I want you to feel that all of that frustration, all of that resentment, all of that heaviness that you used to hold on to has been compensated, that it was worth it. If your unconscious is willing to come to that decision, let me know by nodding your head. And if that's true, then the next 6 to 12 months is just about you doing what's necessary to make the business as valuable as it can be and to pass the baton on to a new owner. And I want you to notice how those things that have been so annoying and so frustrating seem so small, so insignificant when compared to the idea of passing the baton on to a new owner. I want you to feel that you are unlocking powerful resources within you. Maybe it will take tenacity to find that new owner. Maybe determination. Maybe optimism, positivity. I want you to get a sense that it's difficult to find a new owner if you're holding on to frustrations and resentment. And the more you connect with feelings of optimism, a sense of pride of what you've built, a feeling of enthusiasm and excitement for the future, I want you to get a sense that you increase the probability of finding someone that sees what you see in that business. The more that you love the business and see the positives in the business and see the positives in the staff, the more that they will love it. And you don't have to love it forever. Just enough to feel that what you're handing over to someone new is valuable. If your unconscious feels that it can take you to that place of focusing on what is good, and even the issues feel like there is an opportunity to find solutions, make inefficiencies more efficient, and each and every problem you solve makes the gold baton more valuable. Every responsibility you help someone to take, every time you empower one of your staff, every time you encourage a feeling of enthusiasm and accountability in any one of that team, the gold baton becomes more valuable than it was before. Your job is not to manage the staff. Your job is to inspire enthusiasm. The more enthusiastic they are in their roles, the more valuable the button becomes. Allow your unconscious mind to activate a feeling of inevitability that you will sell the business at a price you're happy with. And in doing so, you open a new door to a future of infinite possibilities. And imagine walking through that door and seeing what that future could be. A time of contemplation, of travel, of relaxation, of doing things because you choose to rather than need to. A feeling of all the options and none of the obligations. And I want you to feel that you are just months away from that doorway to infinite possibilities. And just knowing that that door is there unlocks all of the resources required to get you to that place. And if your unconscious believes that that future is just months away, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. As you open your mind to a future where you, by making this decision and letting go of that frustrations and resentment, will notice that you begin to see your business thriving. Inefficiencies become opportunities for optimization, and feel it becoming more and more prepared and appealing for someone to buy what you've created. That every inefficiency you notice now becomes a golden opportunity to make the business even stronger, increasing its value and appeal. And I wonder if you can feel a growing sense of excitement, knowing that with each improvement you make, it brings you closer to the ideal sale you've been waiting for. That resentment and frustration fade away and seem to be replaced with clarity, focus, and determination to create the very best version of your business. You can already see the light at the end of the tunnel, knowing that you are just months away from achieving the sale that you desire. And with every step you take, you feel more in control, more confident, and more obsessed with the outcome of selling your business for the exact figure that you desire. That actually there is an opportunity here. If there is insufficient staff and you are able to meet that shortfall, profit margins become higher. Not forever, just until you sell the business. You feel a sense of accomplishment each time you plug a gap, solve a problem, or improve something. And that each day brings you closer to the future where your business is desirable for someone else. And feel that you are in control of how and when you sell it. And I want you to go to a place in your mind in the future where you hear, maybe verbally, maybe imagine an email or reading a letter outlining the terms of the purchase of your business. You don't need to see who the buyer is, just that there is one, the price they're willing to pay, and how long they expect you to be in the business in the period that follows. Get a sense that this is not a possibility, Get a sense that this is a destiny. This is inevitable. Because you believe it is inevitable, you are unlocking infinite resources to deal with this period that we can call a stepping stone. A stepping stone to a desirable future of more freedom, vitality, a sense of happiness. A future of harmonious energy, where you not only feel free, but you are free, with complete lack of restrictions in what you do and how you do it. And I wonder if your mind can take you to that place, that you get to feel in advance how you will feel in the future. So feel happier, feel confident that you are manifesting a new future for you, and in doing so, providing a springboard where if you can manifest this, you can manifest anything. Many people talk about manifestation, but have manifested very little. And at the point where you manifest the sale of your business, you would have more credibility than 99.9% of those people that talk about manifestation without manifesting anything. And if that future is appealing to your unconscious mind, let me know by nodding your head. And just believe it is inevitable. Do you feel like you're returning to the present, taking all of these resources with you and reminding yourself that all of those heavy, draining emotions are not with you anymore? They are incinerated in an active volcano somewhere in your imagination. So you return without all of those emotions that were leeching on you, and instead return with feelings of confidence, vitality, energy, and a newfound enthusiasm and excitement for your business to create that golden pattern of immense value. Return to the present as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose, and wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.